Power of small hands. Power of small hands. Toastmaster Satya Francis.
Okay. Have you ever held the door open for someone in an elevator, in your office or in a mall? Have you ever done that? When the person is coming towards you and you are in the lift and the lift is going to close and you'll just keep the hand and you'll stop the lift. We all would have done that. What do you feel when the person says thank you? We always feel that it's just a small act. But the person who's receiving it will be very happy because they'll miss that 1 or 2 minutes. They may be going for a meeting or late to work. So a simple act, but very powerful. It's a simple act of kindness. So my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, in 2007, December, me and my husband, single-mindedly, we planned on a trip from Coimbatore to Kodaikanal with our 2 sons. We packed all the essentials like snacks, warm clothes, medicines. When you go out with children, you always carry medicines. My children were bursting with excitement because we are going to Kodaikanal. They were counting the hours. When we are going to reach, when we are going to reach. On the way, they kept asking my husband, Da, how many hours? 2 hours. How many hours? 1 hour. So the countdown went on. And while we were driving from Coimbatore to Kodaikanal also, there were so many questions from the children. Initial 2 hours, they were so excited. And after 2 hours, they dozed off. And we peacefully drove to Kodaikanal. At around 11 p.m. in the night, we reached Kodaikanal. Oh my God, what a sight it was. That day, I remember till date. Stars were twinkling in the sky like diamonds, which are painted in a pitch dark canvas. The sight was so mesmerizing, and the cold breeze embraced us, and the silence in the valley made us feel the moment was so magical. While we were traveling along the winding roads, I noticed my children gasped in wonder. I wanted to see what it was. Tiny, tiny little stars came down from the sky to greet us. That is what my thought was when I saw that. Can you guess what it would have been? Tiny little stars. Of course, fireflies. That was the first time my children saw fireflies. I have seen that when I was small. But that was the first time for my children. I remember my brother, whenever we saw fireflies, he used to catch one, he used to put in his pocket and show us the see, I have a light in my pocket. That took me to my childhood. We reached the resort, we had a good night's sleep, and the next 2 days, the weekend went wonderfully. We went to a lot of sites like Cocos Walk and Suicide Point, Guna Caves. We had hot cup of chai and that hot Maggie in that cold climate. We all can resonate with that, right? That's a wonderful experience. I don't remember how we spent those 2 days. It went just like this. And we took a lot of pictures. We left. At around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we were descending from the hill. But little did we know how the journey was going to test us. While we were coming back, all of a sudden the car stopped. A flat tire, a puncture in the hill. Can you imagine? Even see, I'm shivering now when I think about it. We don't know what to do. As a woman, obviously I panicked. I kept asking him, now the tire is flat, what we are going to do? He told, okay, we'll have a stepney. I'll go check. He came out, he checked to find the stepney is also flat. We don't have no extra tire. We were discussing, and in the distance we saw a small bungalow where people were partying, lot of men, they were dancing, and probably I thought they were drinking. When we were looking at them, one guy waved at us. To my surprise, my heart skipped a beat and I got so scared. I was praying, no, he should not come to us, he should not come to us. To my surprise, he started walking towards us. I instinctively grabbed my children, put them in the car, I went inside, locked the door, left them alone outside. Okay, you handle. As the man came, he spoke to him very calmly. They were talking for maybe 10 minutes, but that felt like an eternity for me. I was so scared, like a horror movie heroine will be sitting in the car and, looking out of the window. Now what, he'll stab my husband, he'll do something to him. Those wild thoughts were running in my mind. After 10 minutes, my husband came and he told me, like, he got in the car. I asked him, what happened? That man wants to help us. Help us? What? No, he told he'll take me down the hill and he will get the tire fixed. You're gone mad or what? How can you trust a stranger? I've seen all the suspense and thriller movies. I'll be thinking what he'll do to my husband, what he'll do to me and my children. I was so scared. But it did not work out that way. My husband told me, you don't have to get scared. But I was skeptical. I asked him, like, he's coming from a drinking party. He did not drink. They were just party. It was not a booze party. You don't have to bother much about it. Then I gathered all the courage. I trusted his words because he's good in judging people. He went with the man. He fixed the tire. Till then, me and my children were sitting in the car. I was scared. They were, see there, Cassie, see there, Danny, the bird is flying. They were absolutely normal, but I was so scared. After an hour or two, my husband came back and we came back home safely. That day, I realized the importance of act of kindness. Always we judge people. We shouldn't judge people. We should always be ready to accept help and to give help also. So that is the lesson I have learned that day. From that day, I am practicing kindness. Are you ready to smile? Toastmaster of the day.